Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the Posa system under the Ahoms. In Assamese Medium, I had already prepared one videos on the same topic, so you can check in my channel for Assamese Medium. As the Pike system had played a very important role in the internal administrative system during the long 600 years rule of Ahoms in Assam. Likewise, the Posa system had also able to leave a remarkable imprint in external affairs, particularly maintaining good relations with frontier hill tribes. The Ahom kingdom was bounded on the north, south, and east by different hills inhabited by diverse tribes like Phutias, Okas, Dofolas, Miris, Avars, Misimis, Khamtis, Singphus, Nagas, Mikirs, Garus, Khasis, Jaintias, etc. Each of these tribes had their distinctive manners, customs, and languages. While the Ahom kingdom used both the aggressive and diplomatic channel for the plain tribes, in contrast of that, for the hill tribes they had followed a policy of conciliation as much as possible. The reason behind the Ahom government's soft policy towards frontier hill tribes had some solid grounds. First, we can mention that the hill tribes were in a semi-barbarian stage at that time, and their political setup was not in a developing stage. Thus, the hill tribes did not pose any threat to Ahom kingdom, and the question of merging their territory with Ahom kingdom did not get importance, as well as it was not feasible. Secondly, the Ahom kingdom on their part usually tried to avoid retaliatory expeditions against the hill tribes because of geographical invulnerability of their tracks. Expeditions against them were not only expensive but unpredictably hazardous. Thirdly, the political relation of Ahom hill tribes with Ahom kingdom was mainly controlled by economic necessities. The tracts inhabited by the hill tribes did not produce well enough to meet their requirements. For the same, they used to make inroads into the fertile foothill plains inside the Ahom territory and sometimes forced the Duer people to give their produce and services to them. Duer means passage to come down from hills to plains or vice versa. As mentioned above, generally the Ahom government followed a conciliation policy towards the hill tribes, though sometimes it was also backed by a display of force whenever it could be employed effectively. In order to put a stop the inroads of the hill tribes people in the bordering territories, the Ahom government had adopted some specific measures for specific tribes. First, we can say that the hill tribes were provided with some fertile lands at the foot of their hills called khats, along with access to certain fisheries in the plains. Secondly, they were given a stipulated amount of posa consisting of such articles as rice, cloth, cattle, etc. to be collected from a class of pike called Bohotias assigned to them. For the same, the Bohotia pike were exempted from the regular royal tax that they had to pay. Thirdly, the hill tribes were provided with the privilege of having free commercial transaction with the plains through the Duers. In return for this, the respective hill tribes had to acknowledge the sovereignty of the Ahom kings and pay an annual tribute consisting of the articles produced in their respective hill areas. Amongst the hill tribes that enjoyed the Posa privilege, first we can take the name of Phutias. The Ahom king Pratap Singha granted the Saridur Phutias the privilege of the Posa system and ceded the territory as far as the Guhai Komal Ali. In return, the Bhutias had to pay an annual tribute consisting of yak tails, pony, marks, gold dust, blankets, daggers, etc. Next, we can mention the name of Akas. They lived in the hills to the west of the Farli River of the Darang district, now forming a part of the Kameng district of Arunachal Pradesh. They were divided into two clans, one of which was granted the privilege of the Posa system. It appears that 1,000 goat of pike called Oka Bhotias were assigned to this clan. Therefore, this clan usually referred themselves as the Hazarikwa or eaters of 1,000 herd. The other clan was referred to as Kopasur or cotton stealer because of their practice of lurking in the cotton fields and attack villagers and extort Posa by night. Next tribes was the Dafolas. The Dafolas called themselves Nisi, lived in the hill on the east of Kameng and Subansiri district of Arunachal Pradesh. The Dafolas made frequent inroads into the Ahom kingdom and usually used to carry away a large number of Ahom subjects as slaves. From the time of Pratap Singha, all possible measures of threat and conciliation was adopted by the Ahom kingdom to pacify the Dafolas. A high rate of Posa was also extended to them. In spite of that, the Ahom kingdom had failed to stop their act of plundering incomplete in the bordering Ahom territories. The other hill tribes enjoying the Posa system were Miris and Avars. The Miris called themselves Missing and the Avars called themselves Adis. The Miris and Avars were divided into two main sections. The Miris, the Parvatia or hill Miris, also called Khasi Miris, and the plain Miris. Likewise, the foothill Avars were called as Padam Avars and the hill Avars were called the Bor Avars. The whole area inhabited by the Avars now fall within the Siang district of Arunachal Pradesh. The Avars used to extract payment of certain articles from the Miris on terms similar to the Posa system of Ahoms. It is worth to mention here that this system was also recognized by the Ahom government. Besides, the Avars obtained for themselves the privilege of receiving such articles as gold and fish from some gold workers called as Bihias and some fishermen appointed by the Ahom government to extract gold from the sand of the Dihong, Devong and other tributaries of the Brahmaputra or to catch fishes there. Like the Avar, the hill Miris were also given the privilege of Posa system during the time of Sagardu Pratap Singha. Thus, the Posa system had played an important role in maintaining relation with frontier hill tribes. With this Posa system, the Ahom kingdom had able to resist to a great extent the inroads of the Bhutias, Akas, Dafolas, Miris and Avars in the frontier region and indirectly established the Ahom suzerainty on those hill tribes. On the other hand, because of the Posa privilege extended to those frontier hill tribes, the Ahom government had able to concentrate themselves in their internal matters, resulting to development and strengthening their powers.